Hey y'all, this is Debbie again. This is probably gonna be the last one I do for the evening. It's just something that touched me in the crown of my head, so I said I better say it before I forget. Um, and through talking about getting these done, getting these teeth done, um, a lot of people want to know, like, from start to finish, like from the first day that you walked into the dentist office and declared that you wanted to have your teeth removed, to the day of actually getting your appointment made with your dentist to have the extractions done, or your oral surgeon, or whatever route you're going to go. For me, it was 4 appointments. It was four from then until now. Um, I'm literally a month, maybe 6 weeks into the process, and the only reason why I'm this far in is because of working. My work schedule was conflicting with the date that they were wanting to do the extractions. Um, the first appointment that I went to was basically a consultation, just your any run of the mill dental, consultation, um, history, any medical conditions, just different things like that, insurance, of course, they want to know what your insurance and how you gonna pay us. Um, and just basically kind of getting a feel of what it was that I was wanting done. Um, it was a very soft dental exam. Like, they did the X-ray, which I had already sent X-rays in from a previous dentist that I'd gone to. Um, Pardon me, I have cough drops in my mouth. Um, I So he did his own set of X-rays. And kind of looked in my mouth to kind of see, what was going on, see how severe, were the teeth loose, or, were there any missing, or, are they just spread, what's going on. So he did that. After that, we talked about, what exactly did I want to do. Of course, as I mentioned before, I have periodontal very, very bad, so my mouth constantly has infection in it. In my mind, the teeth just need to go because they're the source of the infection. I don't need that in my life. So, he gave me the spiel about, the planing and scaling, which I've already done many, many times. Don't like it. Don't plan on doing it again. So, after he did that, he did explain to me, the options of having, the dentures and whatnot. He at first wasn't really, he isn't really a dentist that does immediate dentures, but it's not something that he pushes. But that was something that I want because, ain't nobody trying to walk around bald mouth. I mean, I'm not. So, we talked about, the immediate denture and, how that would go. So, from that point, we set up the next appointment for me to have my custom trays made. So, when I left my first appointment, the next appointment was, okay, we're going to start the process of dentures. So, I go to the second appointment, and they're making custom trays. So, they're basically measuring my mouth. They are making molds of my mouth and my teeth, because they want to make these custom trays, because the trays were special for my mouth to fit me, so they had to get that done. So then that took probably on the long side 10 minutes, if that. Not a long process at all. And it could just, they're very efficient over there. I love my dentists. They're amazing. So the third appointment was then, from those custom trays. Now they're making the impressions of my teeth, of my actual teeth. So, um, for me, it wasn't a pleasant experience. It wasn't the worst experience, but it was not, the best experience. The stuff that they use to make the mold, the best way I could describe it is like, overchewed gum, or just almost overchewed gum, and it had a weird smell to it, weird taste to it. Had a taste, but not really had a taste, if that makes any sense. I'm a person, I have texture issues. I get gaggy really quick. So, when they're putting this tray in and then they have this paste, for lack of a better way to describe it, kind of oozing out of it, it made me, I really was afraid I was going to lose my lunch. But because, because it dries quickly, no lunch was lost that day. I kept all my lunch. But, it's disgusting. So be prepared for that. I don't think there's really any way that you could be prepared for the way that that is. I mean, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast. That's a part of it. So, um, so for me, that part was the worst part. But it wasn't, bad, but it was, if I had to pick a worst part, that was it. That probably, like I said, took probably that was about 20 minutes, maybe. What I will say is that the